Hey, what's up, guys? Rales here, Zerelman, Captain Sandpaper, whatever your nickname for me is. I'm here with some tips and tricks for Blacklight Retribution. I've been getting a lot of PMs on the forum rooms and on YouTube on how to play the game, basically, and what loadout to use. So I'm gonna make this a two-part video series. First part is gonna be on my character on the loadout, with a little announcement at the end of the video, and the second video is going to be in-game tips and tricks and what not to do and what to do and which choke points and stuff to hold down. That way you're a decent player, you learn, and everybody gets a little something out of it. For me, I get to face a better opponent. How about that? Now let's go to customization. We'll take it from the top. Nodes are basically the pay to win in this game. What you do is you get nodes. You get, if you haven't checked them out yet, you should. It's under underneath profile nodes. They give you a slight boost in whatever stat you want. Any stat in the game, you can get a boost in. However, here's a catch: they are extremely hard to get up to the epic status and legendary status, unless you pay. Now look at this legendary one right here, the weapon spread -20. Do you know how overpowered that is? It's not really overpowered, but it does make a really big difference. If you're versing someone who doesn't have that node, you have a pretty big advantage. Same thing with weapon switch. Now you can have 5 nodes. Imagine having 5 legendary nodes. You cannot have 5 -20 weapon spread. That would just be over the top. You could just take like the craziest spraying gun with the highest damage and get no recoil and spread. That's just, it would be OP game breaking. So what they did is you can only have one type per slot. So you can get the weapon spread here, weapon recoil here, you can get switch, you can get HRV regeneration, and some other one that you want here. Type A movement speed would be like 11% at epic, which is crazy. 11% is a huge amount, and utilize that amount. Also, I don't really use nodes. As you see, mine expired. It's just, I don't feel obligated to use them, despite the fact that I have some legendary ones. That's because I'm actually scared to use them, because I don't know if they're actually gonna work, and I don't want them to go to waste. And if I was to use them, I want them to be 90-day nodes, because that way I have them for 3 months and I make good use of them, other than 24 hours. Equipment, I really don't roll a helmet. This is just a standard basic helmet, except it's golden version from closed beta to closed beta award for helping test 20 rank matches. As you can see here, unlocked via the play 20 rank matches promotion during closed beta. For the armor, what you want to do is you want to get the level 29 armor. For me, at least, I believe that this is a good armor. Others would say that this is a good armor if you want speed. I, however, don't want speed, because speed is, they still need to work on speed. It's still a little broken. It was, in my opinion, it was really good back in closed beta, but then you could die, you could mess up your hitboxes a little bit, which is something you didn't want to do, and that was kind of game breaking. So I see what they did there with the patch. For the armor, you want this armor because it unlocks 2 of the slots, like right here. You see this? These are the gear slots right here. It unlocks 2 of them. That means you can have another grenade or another proximity mine or whatever it is that you need, which is really good. It's really good for tactical play. It's really good for taking your enemies out. For my shoes, I got the Guardian Colossus RC6 because they look really good. They give you a nice run speed boost and a health boost. I roll at 232 because if I get shot by an incendiary round, it doesn't kill me. Usually it kills people, it doesn't kill me. I'm still able to get back in the battle and go back on the field and pull some more kitties. Trophies, they're still not implanted. The only trophy you could have gotten was the closed beta golden beta head trophy, which is unavailable anymore. Camels, you have a oh man, I messed that up. You have a wide variety of camels here that you can pick, with more probably on the way. So if there's one that you don't like, just sit it out. They'll probably add way more camels. There'll be tons of camels. For gear, you want to get the heroin injector. Why you want the heroin injector is because when you're down in battle and you got shot by a incendiary round, you want to get up and boost yourself in more rounds. What you do is you take some heroin and you feel better. That's how that's how it is. In real life, it kind of works in a similar way, except you die because you get addicted to heroin. But this is a video game, so it's a little different. Alright. Then you got the proximity mine on the second slot. I just like to lay it down when I'm holding down a choke point with my team. I just like to throw it behind me and have another teammate throw one in front of us somewhere and just lock down the point. And if one of them blows up, we'll know because one of us gets a kill. Or if one of them blows up, we'll hear it because, you know, we sound hole, kind of like in Call of Duty. Search and destroy. Anyone? No? Okay. Bad timing. EMP grenade. For the lulz, I just like throwing, you know, blue screen people, especially if you go to a noob game, you blue screen, they'll start all typing, oh, what the fuck just happened, man? I just got blue screen, what happened? Help, do I need to restart computer? And you're just sitting there laughing your balls off. Grenades, you want to get the regular grenade. People say it's a whack grenade, that it sucks. It does not suck, you just gotta know how to use it. It's a really good grenade. It does not have the same range that the HE has, but it's still a good killing machine grenade. Now this is the infamous HE grenade that can blow up people 6 miles away from the equilibrium of the blast point and whatnot, which will most likely get a nerf. 10-meter radius is pretty high, and the damage is crazy. 500 damage is bada bing, bada bang bang, as I say. The depot items, you most definitely want the ammo refill and the health refill. Why? Because when you got shot by an incendiary round, the heroin injector won't get you up to full HP. So you just get yourself a little, you know, to half, and then you run to the depot. You get a health, you get some ammo refills, so you have more heroin, and you got more HE grenades to spam at people, and you go back out on the battlefield. The other depot items don't really matter. I'm not too much of a depot fan, but you can alternatively use them if you want. I don't like them. I have certain ones that I use during tactical scrim play and stuff. Other than that, I don't use them unless I want to have some fun. Now, here's the bread and butter of my guide. My guy is all about the gun. I could care less about my equipment, except I need a HE grenade because that thing is just OP. Here we go. First loadout, the heavy assault rifle. Why? Because it's a really good gun. Look at that, 73 damage. If you can master that crazy recoil, you can be a killing machine. Especially with that overpowered reload, it's insane. It's mind-boggling how much reload you can get, reload speed, with the Vulcan quick mag and just the standard reload. It's crazy. The muzzle, you want to get the Vulcan R19 Rift because you want maximum damage. Unless, you know, you're new to the game and you like spraying and you're not used to the whole aiming down the sight, which actually most first-person shooters do. You aim down the sight, but still, if you have the heavy assault, if you aim down the sight, it kicks up so much. It's like getting kicked by a horse trying to, you know, trying to sandpaper your ass. How the horse? I don't know. What the okay. Then you go down to the barrels. You get the arm com because it is overpowered. Look at the stat boost right here. Boom. Let's say we pick this right here. We go back to the arm count. Look at that boost. You get 3 more damage. You get less hip fire spread. You get more range, and you get more spread aim. That is just, I don't even know what they were thinking when they were making that. That's not a balance change. That's an OP change. You get the reload mag. For a scope, you could use any scope. However, for a beginner, I would recommend this scope right here, the level 15 hollow. They're the most accurate scopes and the best. Alternatively, if you're really pro in this game, you could use the last scope, the sniper scope. You can quick scope people with the heavy assault rifle, which is pretty skillful, I guess. I'm a noob, you know, so I use the level 1 scope. Not just the standard. I use the Light Sky L3 aim point. It's really good and I like it. Stock Vulcan ACP3 collapsible, because as I've said, say you take this one right here, you go back, look at the stat boost you get. That's 31% to a 0.31 degree difference, which is pretty major. Same thing with the range. Look at the range increase. That's a huge range increase. Snipers have a, I believe, 120 something range thing, so it's only 20 less than a sniper. Now, I don't know how it's calculated. It might be 20 feet or it might be 20 meters, you know, longer, but it's still a good range. You're able to snipe people. Weapon tags. Weapon tags are extremely important. People, you know, disregard them a little. They ignore them. You should get these right here. $10 worth of Zen every week on my channel starting next week. The way you submit yourself for the lottery is you're gonna respond with a comment. It's going to have your character name, It's going to have the exact spelling. I want every if you want your reward, you gotta put it down to the exact spelling. If I cannot get a hold of you, you're not getting the reward. I'm re-rolling the number generator, and someone else is gonna win. You gotta be a subscriber, and you gotta post your server, East, West, or EU. If you do not post your server, I might send it to someone else who doesn't deserve it. What you're going to get is a code. You're going to get a code for $10 code for an ultimate game card. You're going to redeem that code on the website for Zen. It works. It's beautiful. Bada bing, bada bang, bang. I will see you guys next week with the part 2 of the video. I'm going to be rolling in game, showing you what to do and what not to do, which choke points to hold and which choke points not to hold. You enjoy your weekend. Peace out. Bada bang.